Hey everybody, it's Roger from KoRn Memorabilia. I wanted to put together a video to celebrate over 25 years of my page, and I couldn't have done it without the fans. So this video is for you. In the end of '98, beginning of '99, I started this page to do something a little different than the KoRn Space, KoRn Web type pages that were around at the time, and it was dedicated specifically to memorabilia. Um, and it took off. Did well. I had originally had a fan page on my page that had photos of the fans, their names, their favorite KoRn songs, and it evolved from there over time. To keep it short, what really got me started on this was around '98. The chat rooms were talking about the pre-KoRn band, Sex Art, LAPD. No one had ever heard the Sex Art music. The LAPD CDs were available in vinyls. So I ended up going to the mall, and there was a store there called The Wall. And you guys may remember that, where you get the little blue sticker on your CD, and if something happened to it, you could trade it in for another one. They had a kiosk there, and I just happened to search Sex Art, and up came Cultivation 92. And in the description, it said, I believe it said produced by a Kick product at the time. So I went home and I went on AOL on my dial up and I looked up a Kick product and I found the website and I got a hold of the guy who ran it. And he ended up being the guy who produced those CDs, Chris Jerringer. So he sent me a care package. I don't even think I paid for it at the time. It had a couple of the Cultivation 92 CDs in it, a Cultivation 91 CD, and a cassette tape that was blank. Um, Come to find out, on the cassette tape was Jonathan Davis's high school demos that he had copied from the masters that he had at the time. So that was a big deal when I released that online. And then that got the wheels turning, saying, hey, I should do a memorabilia website. And that's what I did. So here we are 25 years later, still distributing items across the globe to people, um, and put countless hours in all the time, looking for things online and wherever I can find them. And it's been quite a journey. So thank you to the fans of my page, and of course, in KoRn in general. Couldn't have done it without you. So here's to you guys.
Being a lifelong fan of KoRn and also a drummer, my favorite piece from KoRn Memorabilia would easily be one of David's cymbals with dings and dents and years of abuse. This is easily my favorite piece from KoRn Memorabilia.
Shout out to Roger at KoRn Memorabilia for this awesome gem. Appreciate everything you do, brother. Keep it up.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of KoRn memorabilia, but one of my favorite pieces is this one here that I got from KoRnMemorabilia.com, and it is an animation cell from the Freak Unleashed video. Love having this one.
Hi, my name's Kelly. I've been a diehard KoRn fan for 30 years, and this is my favorite piece from KoRn Memorabilia. It is a mirrored print signed by all 5 members in July of 2019 before they went on their North American tour. The certificate of authenticity that came with it, unfortunately I can't show it to you because it is behind the print, but it says that any fingerprints or wear and tear are due to life on the road. So not only is it signed by all 5 members, but it also trailed alongside them for their 2019 tour, and that is why it is my favorite piece from KoRn Memorabilia.
Hi, this is Fieldy's actual K5 bass he used on tour in 2002 with KoRn, and I was lucky enough to get it from Roger at KoRn Memorabilia.
Hey, what's up everybody, fellow KoRn fans, KoRn collectors. I just wanted to share my favorite piece of memorabilia that I've got from the amazing Roger Rouillard from his amazing page, KoRn Memorabilia. I got this a few years ago from him. It's my favorite piece. Thought it was fitting to share this one today, considering it's the 30th anniversary. Fuck yeah.
Okay, so I have been following KoRn Memorabilia and Roger's work forever. I think since the dial-up days, if I'm remembering correctly. And it is just the greatest website for the band, for the greatest band. And out of all the stuff I've looked at and bought through the years, I think this is my favorite. And what makes this even cooler is that when I got to meet Jonathan, out of one of the handful of times I got to show him this, and he absolutely flipped when he saw this and couldn't believe I had something so rare and so hard to get. And when he asked where I got it, I told him Roger. He of course knew who it was right away. Even Head was excited to check this album out. Super cool. Lots of fun. Can't wait to see what else KoRn Memorabilia has in store.
Hi there, my name is Thomas, and back in 2003 KoRn released the single Right Now from their album Take a Look in the Mirror. And the music video for that song blew me away. It was such an inspiration for me as an animator and illustrator myself. And thanks to Roger from KoRn Memorabilia, I was able to obtain this original drawing from that exact video. Thanks, dude.
Hi, I am April, and this is my favorite KoRn item that I purchased from Roger at KoRn Memorabilia. This item is so special to me because not only is it presented to David, the original KoRn drummer, it's also signed by him. So when I found out that Roger was helping David sell some of his awards, I knew I couldn't pass up on this opportunity. Then I was fortunate enough to take the award to a KoRn meet and greet and get all the original band members to sign it. I just want to thank Roger and KoRn Memorabilia for sharing all the KoRn love.
Hi, my name's Matt. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and this is some of my KoRn collection that I've purchased from Roger Rouillard at KoRnMemorabilia.com. Some of the favourite things that I've got here, there's many things, there's too many things to list, so I just grabbed a handful of what I could that was readily available. Some of David's things here from the previous drummer of KoRn, a couple of his drumsticks and his tour itinerary. The crown would probably be Jonathan Davis's personally owned shoes. Going alongside the bassist Fieldy shoes. Another one of my favourites would have to be the Todd McFarlane frame cells. Yeah, one of one, you'll never get these again, absolutely fantastic. So another favourite that I've got would have to be Fred Durst's significant other, 5 times platinum. It's got a nice little inscription on there. We thought we'd try and catch up with Fred. You know, it's got a really cool inscription. And it did fade off, you know, and I was hoping to catch up with Fred, and, you know, I thought good old Fred would just rewrite over the top of it. Being the cool character I thought Fred was. Anyway, security guard comes out and said, listen, what have you got? And I said, look, mate, I've got this. And he goes, Limp Bizkit doesn't sign anything. I said, no, I pulled it out. I said, listen. I go, you've already signed this before. I go, take it to him. Anyway, comes back out and he goes, listen, Fred will definitely sign it for you. Anyway, he said, what do you want written on it? And I said, look, man, just get him to write anything. He's a creative bloke. I buckled under pressure. I forgot to say, can you just write over the top of it and reinscribe what you wrote 20 years ago? Unfortunately, I said you could write anything. What a bad mistake that was. Look at this. Not only did he write anything, you can hardly read he wrote anything. Thank you, Roger Roulard from KoRnMemorabilia.com. It's been a wonderful 10 to 15 years relationship. Thank you to KoRn. Thank you to Jonathan Davis for yelling out mid-song at Luna Park, Sydney. That was fantastic. He recognised me from the day before, from Soundwave. It's been a wonderful 30 years. Let's all celebrate it together. Life is certainly peachy. Fred Durst, if you're listening, you are a fuckwit.
I'm DJ. I live in the UK, and I first started buying memorabilia from Roger, I want to say 2016, 2017. It originally started with a couple of lanyards and passes, and then some picks. And then the first actual award that I bought from Roger was this one here, which is a KoRn self-titled. And I got that about 3 weeks before I was going to see KoRn. And I was also going to do a meet and greet. So I took that record with me, and I got that signed at the meet and greet. And one of the guys from KoRn's crew took a photograph of me at the VIP and posted it on their Instagram. And since then I've bought another one. This is for Life is Peachy. I've also got an Edema debut album, a Slipknot self-titled double platinum award. I've got a Fear Factory Obsolete, and I've also got a Demanufacture award for UK sales. I have lots of other things that I've gotten from Roger over the years, lots of laminates and passes, stickies, guitar picks, even a couple of cool Fear Factory unique one-off items, such as obsolete stage-used props. But yeah, keep up the good work, Roger. It's an absolute pleasure to always do business with you, and just keep on doing it, man.
I'm Christian Hines from the Collector's Morgue, and I've been a KoRn Memorabilia and fan for 30 years now. Being a teen in the 90s and having a band like KoRn come on the scene was like an epiphany to me. Musically, artistically, creatively, a lot of it. From my first show in 1995 at the Limelight in New York City, I've quite literally been addicted to collecting KoRn swag. You know, and back in the day, you never think about those little things, especially as a teenager. Well, most of those bits end up rolled up in your pocket and lost to the annals of history. But over the years, it's become more contrived and curated and more expensive. It's an atmosphere I love to live amongst, you know what I mean? I like it to feel like a old record shop, you know, in the West Village from the 90s. You know, tactile, you could touch it, feel it, smell it, play with it. It carries history, and those things emanate, you know what I mean? It's there, it's within it. Over the past 20 years or so, you know, Roger and the KoRn Memorabilia pages have, you know, been an absolute go-to resource for so many fans, and it's been quite brilliant. You know, all those little bits and bobs that you couldn't find on MTV and things like that. You know, for people that wanted to deep dive into the history of KoRn, or, you know, shows that they could have never seen. It was such an important attribute, and Roger found a beautiful way to capture it all. You know, people like Roger that curate these things and create a library or catalog of these amazing pieces of history and moments, you know, and like I said, those rarities that you don't see every day, you know, and be able to finally see it yourself. It's amazing. You know, one of my most treasured bits is sat right behind me. It's Jonathan Davis's microphone from Woodstock '99. Yeah, it was procured after the show by Judd Kalish, KoRn's drum tech at the time. It almost made its way back into JD's hands, which was pretty cool. There was some back and forth on it, and now it sits in my rooms. I even asked a pendulum about it. I'm kind of nerdy like that. So I was trying to, you know, see if I can tap into that element of it, and things started swinging back and forth as soon as I asked, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, so well worth the money. Yeah, I have a little bit of the piece wall in there and the original ticket. You got to keep those things together. They have to live amongst, and the energy from that night, you know, sat in this case is a beautiful thing. I quite frequently look down at it and just kind of be like, but yeah, epic to say the least. These pieces I've collected over the years, you know, mean the absolute world to me, and you know, carry endless history amongst it. And that's the beautiful part about collecting, no matter what it is. You know, you have things that just contain a beauty of a time and experiences, and that's an unmatched feeling. I'll always be a KoRn collector. Cheers. KoRn Memorabilia forever.
Hey Roger, this is David Silvera. I want to say thanks a lot, and for all you guys have done at KoRn Memorabilia. Thanks for distributing our stuff. We really appreciate it.
There you go, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for doing that site. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Fans enjoy that
I
stuff.
appreciate it.